everybody, it's Roberta. I'm back. I was going to try to finish this ATC. I had made these backgrounds and I don't know what got on them, but they got some of the paint and spray scratched off, so I decided not to use that. And I went looking through my stash of ATC backgrounds that I have already done, which I have quite a few. These are the really textured backgrounds. Those are only some of them. I have quite a bit more ATCs. Some I started late last year. I really like this one with the texture on it. This is actually done with a flower stencil, and then I went over each of the centers with a star. It's a textured background with paper. This is tissue paper, and I've got 4 of those. This is my first attempt at the collaging of the paper, and then this is just a plastic flower with a brad. I like that one a lot. And this one. I love this one, actually glows in the dark. I found this really cool image, cut it out, and I'm trying to find a background that it'll be pretty on. Stained glass ATC. I love the background on this. I might put that bird on there, I'm not sure. And this is one of the textured backgrounds. The moose in the snow with stars that glow in the dark. Lots of backgrounds, so I went looking through them. This one has a lot of different ones. And these lines are from the front vent of my old dryer, my hair dryer that went bad, and I took it apart. This is dried paint from my craft mat, and I peeled it up and glued it down. The crackled paint, I've got 4 of them in here. These are some tape backgrounds I did with my granddaughter when I was there. Anyway, so I have lots of different backgrounds, so I went looking through them. And I found the one with the sky and the grass, so I thought that one would work pretty well for what I'm looking for. I'd like to create a treasure chest, but don't feel confident that I'd be able to get one of those drawn up the way I want it, so I'm just going to go ahead and go with what I have. And I wanted some foliage in the background, and I have this die by Crafter's Companion. It's called a Desire, and it is, let's see, rolling landscape. And so you get like 5 trees on a little bit of a hill. It has a die cut in there already. So that's what it looks like. And you can emboss it because it does have an edge, and so it would also emboss as it cuts. Or, yeah, it has very little that would emboss. What this one is, I think, is it's cut twice. But anyway, that's what the die would look like. this is it in blue. And so it does have a rolling background, the hill, and then the trees. And all I did was cut this tree off. And I die cut it in a really pretty green paper that I had. And it's already got variations of green, so it looks pretty much like a tree. And then I just took a brown Sharpie and colored it to give it the color of a tree trunk and branches. And this, of course, is my Sharpie painted image, and the only acrylic are the eyes. And I just figured I'd lay it down here and use the word adventure and put this down for it's supposed to be in the background, and then just put the sentiment adventure right over it. I'd really prefer to have a treasure chest right here with some little jewels and gold and stuff coming out, and put the word adventure over the tree. And if I had a treasure chest, I'd be able to put the tree up higher, but I'm not going to take the time to do that today. There's always next time to do that. So today, just to get an ATC put out pretty quick and get this one done, because I was working on it yesterday, I'm just going to go ahead and glue it down. I'm not going to pop it up or anything. I'll just use my Aleene's clear tacky gel glue. And it's got a goober on it. And Chelsea did a live video yesterday, and she used the paint goobers from her acrylic paints and made a really pretty ATC with it. That was fun to watch her creating it. And it's still sliding around on the ATC, which allows me time to position it where I want it. And then I'm going to do the tree and then the sentiment. Yesterday was a totally rainy day. Today it's nice and cool. It's supposed to warm up a little bit, I think. The good thing is that there was no leak in my kitchen yesterday, even though the maintenance guy here, Nick, put a new roof on my apartment. It's still been leaking in the kitchen ceiling for some reason. And on days when it's pouring, sometimes it won't come through at all. On days when it's, raining lightly, it will come through. And there's just no rhyme or reason. There's times when it does rain heavy and it just comes pouring through. And I videotaped a couple of times where it's been raining through. Not that it's raining through, but it's coming through and then leaking down into the attic and then into the kitchen light fixture. And so I went up there earlier this week and put some glue over an area where it looked like there might be a nail hole, to see if that would stop it. And with all that rain we had yesterday, there was no leak, so yay! Not that I'm worried about it, because it wasn't, you know, damaging anything in my apartment. It's just, you know, you don't want the apartment to be getting water damage, because water damage can lead to mold, and mold can lead to sickness and breathing problems. I just want to add a little bit of shadowing, and I don't have a Stabilo, so I use my Stampin' Up! Black and my water brush, which I don't have water in the barrel. It's empty, but because I use this a lot, it still does have some moisture in it. So I just want to get a little bit and just put a little bit of shading. And because there's the water, it actually makes, you can see how wet that bristle is, or the tip of the watercolor pencil. This is the thing, is I don't want it this dark. So I think what I'll do is do it this way. Spritz it on my thing. Get the color off. Put it on my craft mat. Pull it some more. This way I have a little bit more control over it. So I'm going to dry it out and clean it, and then just go and pick up the little bit that I need to use. It really does not take that much at all. It still has, oh, it just spewing water out. There we go. Put some water on here. I keep seeing the blades of my fan spinning, and it looks like somebody's walking by, and it's just the blades of the fan from the wind. Not that it's blowing hard, it's a really nice breeze. It was a lot of fun to paint this little pirate boy image. I really liked it on the rooster one, Dudley the rooster one. That one was the favorite one I've done recently. That one I did with ink that I put on a block and picked up with this water brush. I don't quite remember how I did the sky. I always think I'm going to remember how I created my ATCs, but I don't. I know I've even gone back over and watched some of my YouTube videos, and I'm reminded of how I did certain parts of an ATC. That's got some shadowing. I need to do the tree. Actually, I'm going to do the grass where they're at. Give it a little shadow there. And this area in between would be a lot more shadowed. Just trying not to get the paper wet because the paper will saturate the water in the black pencil. Okay. Yeah, in between the branches need to be darker too. My garden is doing pretty good. Tomatoes, about 4 okra plants. I have 5 tomato plants. And cucumber, zucchini, pumpkin, and watermelon are the other ones that are coming up. I love to have okra fried in bacon grease. I use bacon grease for a lot. I actually put it on the bread for a grilled cheese sandwich to add flavor to it. Oh my goodness, delicious. But I put my sliced okra in some cornmeal flour mixed with salt and pepper and then fried up in the bacon grease. Delicious. Of course, when I first ate it, I didn't think it was because it's kind of gooey, slimy in the middle. But I love it now. Alrighty. It's got a little bit too much right on that part. I'll try to get it off, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Alright, so here it is. This one is Pirate Boy. I'll let you look at it and let me know if you like the ATC. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. And subscribe and share. And if you click on the bell after you subscribe, it'll alert you whenever I put any new YouTube videos out. Thank you guys for watching. Have a blessed day. Thank you.